Hey, what's up guys, it's Jason. Welcome back to another video on Zhiyun Smooth 4. In this video, I'm gonna show you what modes we have on this gimbal, how different mode works, and how to easily switch between those to give your video footage a unique perspective. So let's take a look. So first, I just want to mention this in case you haven't tried Zhiyun Smooth 4 yet. Switching modes is far more easier now with Zhiyun Smooth 4 than previous Zhiyun Smooth series because now you have dedicated buttons or controls for each mode, and all you have to do is to switch, and two more on the back, those buttons, and you're into those mode you want to. I think with Zhiyun Smooth 4, you only have one mode button right here. And the way you switch between different modes is, first of all, you have to be aware which mode you are in right now, and you have to click that mode button 1 or 2 times to get to the mode that you want to switch into. So there's a few complicated steps that you need to follow. There's a whole formula right here on the screen. I think it's a little bit complicated to remember if you're not using it on a daily basis. So I think it's a very nice upgrade on the Zhiyun Smooth 4 in my opinion. And now let's talk about pen following mode. How do you get there? Just flip this switch to PF, which stands for pen following, of course. It's that easy. Pen following mode is probably the most commonly used mode, I would say. And within this mode, your smartphone will follow your horizontal movement, but the tilt axis is locked. So your camera keeps still vertically. Now you can hold your gimbal in different positions in this mode, but how do you tilt the camera to face the direction that you want, like a little bit outwards or a little bit downwards? With Zhiyun Smooth 4, you can just use the other hand to reposition it and leave it as it is. So this is what they call the manual reposition, and I like it. I think it's faster and more precise. Now you have to remember, on this gimbal you don't have the slider you used to have on Zhiyun Smooth Q, and that was used to tilt the camera. With your hand just directly reposition, you may be concerned about the motor. I was too, but when I check out the menu, that's apparently the way to do it. So now if you flip this down to L, you're going into locking mode. In this mode, both of your pan axis and tilt axis are locked. So basically your camera is locked. It's facing one direction and that's it, it stays there. Now this is helpful if you're shooting one particular subject and you're moving towards, away from it, and you don't want your movement to interrupt the scene. Now again, how do you adjust your camera angles? It's the same thing. Manual reposition. Now there's another way to shoot a particular subject by locking onto that subject while you are moving sideways, probably not straight or even in circle. If you're new to smartphone gimbals, this is called active tracking. Now by enabling active tracking and locking onto that subject, no matter where you move, your gimbal will be adjusting himself to make sure the subject is in the frame all the time. Now to go into full following mode, you need to press down the bottom button here. Press down and now release it. Now what do I use this for? To track my cat. So basically in this mode, your camera moves with you no matter what. It's moving both tilt and pan axis. Now this button is also used to repositioning your camera. So assuming your camera is right here, how do you put it back? You just double tap this button and it's back. Okay, the last mode, Fungal Mode. By pressing down this button here, your phone will move your gimbal synchronously at the same speed. I think this is occasionally used for if you're shooting fast-moving subject like cars, birds, or again, my cat. Although this will introduce some shaking to the video footage because now you lose that buffering to compensate for the movement. So that's 4 modes available on this gimbal. Here are some issues I found during shooting. Now first of all, the fungal mode doesn't work that well, especially if you're putting your gimbal in a tilt position. See, I think it's getting confusing. And if you're moving too fast, the gimbal just get crazy and don't know where to go. And another issue I think is the fungal button here. I think it's too far away up here. I have a regular size hand, and if I hold my gimbal comfortably and being able to reach those mode buttons, I find it's hard to press down this button. You see my hand is like reaching too far and it's awkward. And if I want myself to press down this button, I can easily touch other button here. I know this is something that they can change, but hope in the future version they can move this down a little bit because there's nothing down here. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Overall, I think it's a big improvement over the last generation. And again, I really enjoy those static buttons and the notations on there. It's very easier for me to remember. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, and welcome to check out my other videos on the Zhiyun Smooth 4. I'll see you guys next time.